It would help if I put the microphone on. Hello and welcome to Hexen Beyond Heretic. Yeah, I was saying last night that I thought that I would start doing this afterwards. After I finished Demon Steel, it will probably be a bit more sedate than that. Though, I would still... I'll be doing it on hard, or the hardest difficulty. 100%, and this is my... I'm counting this as my first playthrough. I have done, I think, the first hub, maybe up to the second hub. But I haven't finished the game completely. This is part 1. Welcome. So yes, Hexen. If you've watched my Heretic series, I thoroughly enjoy Heretic. In some ways, I think I enjoy it more than Doom, because Heretic has interesting weapons with it. The enemies have interesting attacks. The level design, I feel, is better than Doom in some ways, mostly in theme. You see things like this level is the docks, this level is the town, this level is the fortress, and they look like that. You have a fortress in the level, and you have the battlements, and you have to scale up the stairs inside to get into the actual fortress. You have things like a fortress built into a glacier or in a fire field, and you have like tombs with you know, brick walls everywhere and large sarcophagi and all that, and I think it does really good in level design. Hexen, well, if you know about Hexen, you've probably heard that it's got a bit of a reputation for not being that good. From my understanding, the primary reason for this is because of the level design. Hexen, I believe, is one of the first games to have a hub-based system in the game. So which means that when you, instead of the linear level progressions in Doom, where you have E1, M1, E1, and M2, and so on and so forth, as it is done in Heretic, Hexen instead has, as I said, a hub system. You have a central map which has a number of portals which you take to go to other levels. But you're not really going from, like... It's not like Quake, where you've got the different episodes spread out around you. Rather, these different levels, they're more like areas, and the hub has, say, maybe 4 different, or 2, you know, a number of different areas attached to it. I think the first hub has 3 different areas. I think there's like, there's something of fire, there's something of ice, and there's something of metal or something like that. And the way Hexen works is that you'll go into one of these areas. I think the first one you go into is the something of ice, and you'll go through part of the level. You'll find a switch or a portal. You'll find a switch, you'll flip the switch, and then you'll take a portal back out of the area of ice, and you'll find in the hub area another door is opened, and that will lead to the fire area. So you go into that portal, into the fire area, you proceed through maybe about half of that level, find another switch, flip it, and then you'll go back to the hub area, and that will have done something else. Open another door with another portal, which will lead either to one of the levels which you've previously been to, but an area which you couldn't access before, or a completely different level. This is generally what I believe people have a problem with in Hexen, and it is kind of irritating, because instead of, you know, oh, I go through the level, it's linear, it makes sense, I know what I've got ahead of me. Hexen is a sort of a lot of back and forth. Have I actually gone through everywhere in this area? Is there places I've overlooked? Do I have to go back into this area to flip a switch I didn't see beforehand? What did that switch do? So, but aside from the level design, I do rather believe that the weapons in the game, the monsters in the game, though I can't say that for certain since I haven't finished the game, so I don't think I've seen all the monsters or seen all the weapons. But I think the gameplay is fine, it's just the level design in it, which is difficult. Indeed, the gameplay in Hexen can get rather complicated compared to Doom and Heretic. I'm going to be using a wiki every now and then to look at things, because there is a surprising amount of little details in the game which differ based on various things you do. The biggest difference between Doom and Heretic compared to... The biggest difference with Hexen, let me rephrase that. The biggest difference from Hexen compared to Heretic and Doom is that Hexen has different classes you can play as. I will press new game here, and we see right here, we choose a class. We have a fighter, who I think is called Barabbas. I just checked the wiki here. Baratus, a warrior of the Legion. Then we have the cleric here, who is called Parias, a cleric of the church. And then we have the mage, which is called Daedalon, a mage of the Arcanum. Now, Hexen also has... You see there, they've actually got a number of different stats. Baratus... Is his name Baratus or Barabbas? I keep wanting to say Barabbas. And Baratus. Baratus has high speed, high armor, low magic, and high strength. Effectively, this means that he moves the fastest out of all the different classes. He has the highest potential AC, armor class. Yes, AC is kind of a thing in Hexen. I'm going to be learning about that as we play along as well, because I didn't actually really realize that, but it's not as simple as picking up armor like in Doom or Heretic, where you have 100 armor or 200 armor and it reduces damage you get dealt. Rather, you have different items you pick up which increase your armor class. And they have different... They work differently depending on which class you pick. Then we have Parias. He has slightly lower speed. He has nearly full armor. His magic is pretty good, and his strength is pretty good. I think strength translates to his melee attack. So Baratus, there I go again. Baratus is very good at melee, as you'd expect. Look at the size of him. He's just got muscles for days. He looks like a Chaos Warrior or a Norscan warrior from Warhammer. Anyway, which is pretty cool. He's got, I think his main weapon is an axe. He's wielding a sword there, but I'm pretty sure he starts off with an axe. But he deals a lot of damage with using his axe. All of his weapons, I believe, are melee, except for his last weapon he gets. But we'll go into that either in a bit or when we actually get them. Parias here has a mace, or is a normal Morning Star. It's a spiked. It's a stick with a spiky thing on the end. I think it's a Morning Star. Or a spiked mace. Technicalities. But he deals less damage in melee than Baratus does, because of his lower strength. However, he's also got magic, which means some of his weapons later on are magical in their function. Daedalon, is his name Daedalon? Yeah, Daedalon is a mage, of course. So he's got the slowest speed out of all the characters. He's also got the lowest armor. He's got the highest magic. And he's got meh strength. However, unlike the fighter and cleric, who start with a melee weapon, Daedalon starts with a wand with infinite ammunition, which is a ranged weapon. I think its shots also pierce targets when you're firing with it. So I might play as a mage. The general... from what I've read, the general consensus is that the fighter is the easiest to play as at the beginning, and then it gets harder later on, because I assume you're dealing with more ranged enemies. The cleric is kind of halfway, and the mage is difficult to begin with, but easier to do later on, because he gets more powerful weapons. If the music stops, it's because I'm constantly switching back out to the wiki. Anything else which I should say here? I don't want to really go into the weapons, because I prefer to actually go over them when we encounter them. There's actually quite a lot of weapons in... enemies in this game. I'm just seeing the list. So that'll be fun to find out. I enjoyed the enemies in Heretic a lot, especially the Iron Liches and the Molotovs. They were a lot of fun. The Iron Liches had 3 different attacks. That's pretty cool. So I hope there's stuff like that in Hexen. I haven't played it enough, as I said, to know for certain. But yes, I think each class actually has about 4 weapons in total. They have their beginning weapon, they have 2 or 3 which they can pick up, and then they have like an ultimate weapon. Let me just have a look at how many the fighter's got. He has 4 weapons. And is that the same for the cleric and the mage? The cleric has 4 weapons, and the mage has 4 weapons. So we won't be seeing as much variety in terms of weapons. That might force me to use items, and indeed items is another thing which works differently. But we'll go over that when we actually get it. Now, as I said, I'm kind of thinking that I'll play as the mage. I don't really want to play as a fighter, because I feel that would be one people would tend to play as the most. Let me see. What do we got? I did also think that perhaps I could do one of the different hubs as each of the different characters. But I don't think that would work too well, because I would have to go back through the game to get to the different hub. Or I could just do ID Clev. I want to play on the hardest difficulty, because it's not like Doom where the monsters respawn. Decisions. Oh, let's go with the mage. I like the mage's ranged weapon at the beginning. It's actually quite useful instead of smacking enemies in melee. So we'll go as a mage. You'll go as the Archmage difficulty level. Monsters are faster in that, I think, is the main difference. Let's see. Wiki difficulty. Yes, I forgot the U. Let's see. Oh, that's Heretic. Here we go, Hexen. If we play on Archmage, it is no cheats and fast monsters. So that is, yep, that is the main difference. I don't think enemies actually deal more damage on the higher difficulty. Rather, they just move faster. So let us do Archmage then, and we shall begin. I'm also playing this in GZ Doom. This is not base Hexen. So, ooh, I've already seen something I would like to change. I think the sound is fine. I kind of want to listen to the music because I think it's quite good. And the music in Heretic was really good too. No, I wanted to scale the HUD because the HUD is a little small. Now, where is that? Listen to that thud whenever I change the menu. HUD. There we go. No. Scaling options. There we go. That's good. I don't want it too much bigger than that. That's too big. There. It covers up more of the weapon. We'll put it on that. That's fine. That's bigger than it was, I think. Oh, something is wrong. My keys are not bound. I thought I had done that. Fire. Mouse 1. Secondary. No, that's strafe left. Okay, let's do this. Mouse 2. Weapon reload. I don't think we've got reload in this. R. Use. E. Move forward. W. S. A. D. Jump will be that. Space. Crouch will be C. I don't think there's jumping or crouching in Hexen. I don't think. So, but there might be flying. There was flying in Heretic. You had the Wings of Wrath. Let's see. Run will be just shift, because I prefer toggled run. Mouse wheel. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Inventory items. Now. Left bracket, right bracket. Drop item. I don't really need that. Query item. Does that do anything? I'll put it as that. Activate item is enter. That's fine. Activate all items. I don't think I'll ever want to do that. That sounds like a terrible waste. Order map is tab. And chase cam. Well, sure. Let's put chase cam on. That's just like that, so we can see our character. What's Crouch look like? Yeah, he just squishes up. Oh, now that I've done that, I kind of want to change the character. I'm sorry. But aesthetics, it's important. There we go. And color. I want... Do we have let's choose a nice orange. Red robes look cool, but I like orange. So there we go. Class as Mage, skin based, male. Sure. Excellent. Now we're ready to go. You can see how Daedalon, the Mage, is actually a bit slower. Or he feels slower. Is auto aim on? I think auto aim is on. Oh, so many things. Let us go. Allow auto aim. No. And free look. FOV. Fine. And there we go. Now these are two different enemies here. New ones from Heretic. I think these ones are called Etten. And these ones are fire gargoyles, maybe? I'll just look them up on the wiki. Let's have a look. Enemies. Where are they? Okay, I think they're called Etten. Yep. Etten. They are two-headed monsters outfitted with armor and maces, the mutated remains of the Legion's soldiers, and are essentially the lowest tier of monster and very straightforward to kill. Ettens are the most common enemy found in the game. They spawn randomly. Really? Okay. I might not be able to get 100% of kills. Okay, fine. And I think the other enemy is this one? Yep. Okay, they're not called fire gargoyles, they're called afrits. Afrits are similar to Heretic's gargoyles, but unlike the gargoyles in Heretic, the afrits are nearly black and covered in fire. Well, sure, that's a visual difference. They're quite agile and can move sideways and even backwards. This makes them harder to hit and a formidable aerial foe, and they tend to strafe when attacking. Their fireballs do not cause much damage, even to a player using a mage class. Well, that's good to know. Damage can still add up due to their speed and rapid rate of fire. Yes, they were firing 3 fireballs in a row. They're easily killed. They're invulnerable when they're tucked up into their sphere forms. We'll see that later on. Afrits are even stored away in breakable vases and pots. Oh, really? I wonder what they're doing in there. Anyway, we'll see them curled up like that. That's more of an initial state, which they, you know, they're not activated yet. But yes, there's some health. It's a crystal vial, I think it is. No, or is it just a health vial? Oh, yeah, it's the same as it is in Heretic. I think they give like 10-15 hit points. Yes, we start off in this area, the Winnowing Halt. We have 4 out of 40 enemies. This is essentially a training area. It's like an initial... it's like a tutorial area. Look at these leaves floating off that tree there. That's very nice. I need the emerald key. No! Okay, we'll have to go back there. Ooh, something else. Let's break these glass windows. I showed that over there, but I didn't note it. You can break the glass windows. And the doors are pretty cool too. Look at that. Ooh. They swing open. That's pretty cool. I think this is still the Doom engine. Hello, Ettens. They make that grunt noise, which I've heard so many times before. What makes that noise? Oh, jeez. It's the noise which the goblins make in Morrowind. In the Tribunal expansion. They make that noise. Right, this is a problem. These things. Can I... How do I... Yep, there. No! Ow, 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 ow. They're traps. And they spit fireballs everywhere. But there is stuff behind them. There's another different item. We'll take that. Oh. Yes, yes, very good. As you may have seen, this item is called the Fletcher. The Fletcher is kind of like the time bomb of the ancients in Heretic, which I used occasionally. I didn't find them that useful. In Hexen, the Fletchers are actually different based on which character class you're playing as. Is there anything behind here? No, there's just a button to let yourself out or something. Whoop, that's pretty cool though. And those drop down again. Oh, you didn't actually get out. Okay, and you see with the Mage, I have this wand here, which fires these shots, and I have unlimited ammunition for it. So, it's a nice fallback weapon instead of having to smack enemies in melee. Break all these, except for those ones. We have these windows here with the different heroes on it. Baratus, what's it called? Parias and Daedalon. Break them all. Ooh. Quartz Flask. That is a health potion, which goes into our inventory. That's the same as in Heretic. I think they give 20 hit points. Very nice. We have the other heroes here again. We have the heroes here again as well. There's an SM behind Baratus's window. And was there anything else? No. There's no secrets in this level. But there is some stuff sort of hidden away a bit. But I think you need to do that like this. See? There we go. Yep, crystal vials give 10 hit points. Go on. There we go. Whoop. Alright. And we go up here. Open the door. That one slides up. Get rid of you. And you. I think it passes through them. Maybe. Oh. Essence are rather slow, and they're not that big of a challenge, he says as he gets cornered by them. And clobbered over the head by their morning stars. They actually have morning stars, those. Spiked ball. Now. Press that. Get that quartz flask. So yes, the level design, again, it looks pretty good with all these stained glass windows everywhere and these, like, dragon etchings on the walls. We have our first trap here. Wow, crushed walls trap. Good thing I'm at least kind of fast enough to be able to get through that. The roof is very nice as well. Look at that. Right, what do we get for that? You can see also down on the HUD, if I increase the size of it? No, I can't. Okay, down on my HUD, on the lower right, next to the gargoyle there, you'll see a 1. There is the carving of AC, which is kind of difficult to see above that. That's my armor class. I'm going to have to read about how armor class works exactly, but I've been doing quite a bit of reading for the wiki, so I want to get on with the game first. Do we have this key yet? Yes, we do. We're going to hear some more afrits up there. And them all growling up on the walls there. This door is locked. What's that? Come on. And you. There we go. And you. I do like this weapon. Got a nice amount of punch to it, and the sound's good too. I think there's something up there. Yes. Now, actually, I'm going to read something. I'm sorry. Let's see. Hexen jumping. Oh, okay. Did this game use jumping? In the vanilla game there is jumping, but you can't crouch, and the only way how to become smaller... Okay. Okay, so there is actually jumping in Hexen. It's good to know. So we can actually jump up here and get this. That's a platinum helmet. Our AC went from 1 to 3. But I believe it may have done some other things as well, because we are a mage. I would like to show off all of the different classes' weapons. I have to think of a way to do that. Oh, Afrit. Yeah, okay, so this does actually pierce through. Because I killed that Afrit at the same time I killed the, Etin. Like a loaf of bread on the ground there. We need a silver key! No! Break that pot. That's cool. There's a cave back here. There's a silver key. Oh boy. Right. Yes, this bit. Let's just watch the Ettins get crushed by the trap, because they're not very smart. Squish! Okay. Oh! And here we go. Hexen Part 1. There we go. Ah, hello, welcome! Ooh, Hexen, first time in a while I've seen someone play this on Twitch. Oh, I'm happy to be providing it if you enjoy the game. I have not actually played through this game fully myself. I've played maybe about up to the second hub, but I would like to finish it. So, we're playing through as a mage. And I'm looking at my death here. Squishy, squishy. Okay, there we go. That was easy. I did die on it one time though. And you. But yes, I like the level design of this. Same as in Heretic, which I played through recently. A few weeks ago, I finished a playthrough of Heretic, and I do like the level design in Heretic. And so far, I'm looking at it like in this as well. Also just completed the 7 portals. Ah yes, I believe that is the first hub area. Look at that. We can hit the bell. That's pretty cool. Dong. Don't know if that does anything. Ow. Okay, there's fall damage in Hexen. That's different. Don't think there was in Heretic. Or in Doom. Full damage in Doom game. So weird. And you. Oop. Iron Guardian level is off though. Oh boy, have I got things to look forward to. I've gone through explaining the downfalls of Hexen, though I feel the gameplay is fine, it's just the level design. It's a bit unfortunate. Was it Steel Guardian? I wouldn't be able to tell you, sorry. I'm not the most knowledgeable of the game. Right, I think we've got everything. Yep. And there's no secrets. So here we go. You'll see also here what I was talking about earlier in the Hexen does not really have specific levels, so I won't be able to stop at a certain point in gameplay because each hub sort of continues on until you've gone through the entire hub. There's no like you've finished the level. So, oh, hello. Oh, that just leads back. That's just over here. All that, and I could have just, like, broken through the wall or something. Anyway, let's go through here. And there we go. It did load a different level there. Oop.
Greetings, mortal. Are you ready to die?
I don't know, maybe. X-Men, welcome to die. Anyway. I think that's the big villain. I wouldn't be able to tell you his name. It's not the Sparrow. We kicked his butt last in Heretic. I haven't read the plot for this game either. It's important! Not really. I like the game, albeit some of the puzzles are kind of convoluted. That was my initial impression when I did my brief play of it. It's fine, but it gets a little confusing at times. So, if I truly get stuck, I will look it up. But yes, we are in the first hub area here. This is called 7 portals, as was mentioned earlier. And we see here, there's a bunch of enemies around. There's all these doors here. There's these items here as well. And what are you doing? Get back here! Meet your doom. Right, there we go. Now, how do we... Ah, there. We pull that, and this door opens. And there is a new enemy. That's actually a serpent. I think it's called a green serpent. There's 2 of them in there. Or maybe 3? If you watch my Heretic playthrough, you recognize it as being the Mounted Desperal. Apparently these serpents are a big deal, which allowed Desperal to take over the realm where Corvus, the character for Heretic, was, but yeah, they're called Serpent Riders? I mean, they don't have any riders. So, I don't know. I think they're called Green Serpents. Let me have a look. On the wiki! Green Chaos Serpent. There we go. Appears tall serpentine humanoids with large horns head. They look weird. Similar to Desperal's steed and Heretic. I would actually venture to say they are actually the same creature. They belch out highly damaging fireballs. They can also bite the player in melee. Okay. So, yay! They kind of make a big deal out of the Serpent Riders and the serpents themselves in Heretic, but he just offed 3 of them right there, so... This is some blue mana. This is some of our ammunition in the game. We have 2 different ammunition types, blue and green. Pick up another quartz flask. The lights went out. No. Now that I know that I can jump. And this is the first side area. Slippery floor. Yay. Pick up all this ammunition. Or blue mana, as it is. I have to wait for it to come down again. Come on. There we go. It's heartening to be playing a game where you can grunt against walls again. I was playing through Quake and you don't have a use button in that game, so there's no grunting. I missed it so much. Oh. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now, this is the first sort of side area. It's called Guardian of Ice. Oh. Oh. Yeah. There's no one spawning behind me, is there? No? Okay, good. And you. And you. And you. There's actually some Fletchers down there, so I'll drop one. And the Fletcher blew up. Seems like the Serpent Riders are the big bads. Desperal from Heretic and the 2 guys from Hexen and Hexen 2. Yes, they do. They make a big deal out of them. Desperal was a pain to kill though. I played through Heretic on the hardest difficulty and Desperal is a major pain. He teleports all over the place and he teleports more often the lower health he has. In the end, he's like teleporting basically instantly around the entire arena you fight him in. He's easier when he's on the Serpent. Anyway, here's another item. The Amulet of Protection, I think it's called. Amulet of Warding. That increases our AC. Yeah, it was like, he appears, he teleports basically instantly. It was very frustrating. Anyway, I'm actually going to read up a bit about the armor. Because I need to know how that works in this game. Okay, armor, here we go. Where is it? Hexen. Okay, there's different armor types in Hexen. There's different armor items in Hexen. And depending on which class you play as, they give you different levels of armor. So we just picked up the Amulet of Warding, which increases a character's armor class. There's a necklace with a leather strap with a blue gem and set in silver. The fighter, if you play as the fighter, Baratus, he only gets 1 point of armor from it because he's so low in magic use. The cleric receives 4, and the mage receives 5 armor class. Don't actually know what armor class means. Does it have something about that here? Whether it's like... Hey. Here we go. I'm gonna have a brief look. It's just got a page for armor. It doesn't seem to have a page for armor class. Hexen. Is there something about it here? Armor class. Doesn't seem to be. But anyway, as you can understand, the Amulet of Warding is more effective for the mage than it is for the warrior. Likewise, I picked up a platinum helmet before, which gave me 1 armor or 2 armor, I think. I just checked that. Here we go. Platinum helm. Fighter receives 3 points of armor from it, the cleric receives 1, and the mage receives 2. Oh, that's actually interesting that it's different like that. You'd think the cleric would get more armor class from it than the mage, but apparently not. Oh, this is interesting also. In my test playthrough, this sword pointing to this one here was actually over here. So this is randomly chosen whenever you play the game. I did not know that. And now we're in 7 portals again. We just teleported it out of that level back here. And something has changed out here. There's these here. And there should be another lever to press around here somewhere. No, that door over there is open. You see that? So this is kind of the big irritating thing about Hexen. You leave, you go into levels, you go around, press a button, and then you go back out. Oh! Oh, we got something here. Sorry, I didn't see that. The armor class corresponds to 1/5 of the armor's actual value, so an armor class of 20 corresponds to 100% armor. I think only one of the classes can get full 20 armor. I think I remember reading that. The armor value is also used as a percentage of damage absorbed, making damaged armor less protective than intact armor. Each character class has a minimal armor class below which they will not go, no matter how much damage is received. Armor class is improved by taking several armor items that can be combined together. Damage is spread between the various items, eventually resulting in their destruction. Only one intact item of each type can be used at a time. Okay. Thank you very much for that. So, have we absorbed all that? There's multiple different items for armor. How many are there? I think there's like 4? Let's see. Amulet of Warding, that, and the Platinum Helm armor. No, there's 5, because there's also another one. Okay. Yep, and each one of them adds up to... increases your armor class. But I think only one of the classes can actually get 20. Because of the, like, how much armor class they get from each of the items. Ooh, can I see it if I open my inventory? I don't see it. Oop, get out of here. Is there perhaps another button for it? I've just got the Fletchers of that there. Let me have a look. Customize controls. Query item. Is that it? Time bomb Fletchers times 10. Thanks. Quartz flask. 10 times? Nope. Okay. We can see armor class down at the bottom right of our inventory. I think you remember there being a way to see it. Okay. Well, I would... I would like to see that. That would be useful. Drop weapon, activate all, team chat, no. It's not under the, Oh, there we go. Here we go. Where we check our map. We can see all the keys we have. The silver key, the green key. Some bugger's hitting me. Sorry about that. Get out of here. So rude. And we can also see the armor types, which we have down in the bottom right there. We have the Amulet of Warding and the Platinum Helmet. Ow! Stop that. So there we go. We can see which items we have, which will be very useful because I'll be able to tell how many I've got. Now, we've actually got 2 doors open here. We've got this one here, and we've got the one on the other side. What happens if we go into here? Uh-oh. Oh! There's probably another one in here, isn't there? Get out of it! There we go. There's the Afrit's, what's it called, like, fireball mode. Whatever you call it. There's a portal. Some more Fletchers here. How many can I carry? Well, I've got 12 of them now. The Fletcher, as I said, is like the time bomb of the ancients in Heretic. Except they act differently based on which class you're playing as. For the Mage, they act as basically exactly the same as the time bomb of the ancients. For the Warrior... No, for the Cleric, they are actually... He, like, I think he throws them or he drops them. Ooh, that's weird. Oh, no! Okay. There's some new enemies there. They have shields. Okay, I went through the portal. It's probably just as well. Let's do a save, and let's try that again, but not back ourselves into the portal. There we go. Okay. Those are different enemies. What are they? Are they a centaur? They are. Centaurs have a similar attack pattern as Ettins, in that they sort of zigzag back and forth. Yet they are faster and more vicious in approach. They are outfitted with armor, swords, and a shield, which has a skull face on it. They have 200 hit points each. When an attack and flinches, it will raise its shield. In this state, all attacks except for hit scan, tunneling, and melee attacks are deflected, possibly back at the player. The aforementioned 3 attacks that are not deflected do it. No damage at all. Okay. So it's probably better to use the Fletchers against them, because they can't block that. You think you prefer the Cleric Fletcher that puts down a cloud of gas? Yes, I can see that being more useful against these. I mean, Time Bomb of the Ancients. I'm glad actually that I'm making use of them. In Heretic I barely ever used them because none of the enemies really needed it. And the timer on them was so short. It still is short. I wish it was a bit longer. These are going to be a pain to fight in bigger numbers. I can see that already. There's another Ettin. There's another Serpent. Green Chaos Serpent. That was a door. It's a bit difficult to see that. Get out of it. It's the Hourglass and Heretic. Yes, the Hourglass of the Ancients are the Hourglasses. They act as a time bomb. You drop them and after a short period, like a second or and a half or something, they blow up, hurting things near them. I never really use them. The timer on them is extremely short, and the explosion radius is not that big. So, it was easier just to shoot things, honestly. He's not reflecting my shot, which is interesting. I can just keep shooting him because he eventually drops his shield. There we go. Let's do a save. Now, what's this place called? Guardian of Steel. Come on. I mean, I like the character design, the idea. The shield is pretty cool. Forces you to be a bit more tactical rather than just shooting them constantly. I mean, you can do that, but if you have a lot of them in a horde, you have to sort of think about them a bit more than pouring all your firepower into it and hoping that it dies. There we go. I think I spent an hour in here the first time before I found that door that looked like a wall. Yes, it could be clearer. Maybe a different color. I mean, it looks neat, this area, with all this rusty metal everywhere, but that door is a bit sneaky, to put it lightly. I don't think I must have vaguely remembered that that was a door. I think I had some trouble when I first played through finding it as well. Come on! There we go. I've only got 29 hit points. 39 now. Okay, save. How many have we got? We've got no secrets in here, and we've got 108 enemies. But yes, those doors could look better. They blend in too well. There we go. Wasn't there another one? Oh, there's the Hexen. We've got some neat music though. It's very heavy and oppressive. That's the portal again, so we've gone a big loop-de-loop. That looks like a door there, but I think that opens up later. Does that open it? No. Hello, Hexen. Right. So, as I read, we can jump in Hexen, but we cannot crouch. Even though I can crouch, crouching would break the levels because it's not designed for crouching. Let's see. In old games, one way to see that you've progressed was that if the walls changed colour. I think it's like that in Daggerfall, where the modules change colour based on which module you're in. You're rude. And I still don't know what those switches do. Oh dear. It's probably best not to think about it too much. They're switches, they just exist to be pulled. That's it. This feels and sounds like it's in a factory or something. At least my weapon pierces, which is good. I'm dealing damage to enemies behind the initial one. There's a mesh armor, which will give us better armor class. So our AC has gone down. It used to be... Owls! Damn! Scalded by Serpent. Oh, back here. Okay. Careful of the Hexens. Not of the Hexens, the Serpents. Oh. The main problem in Daggerfall is to try to find your way out of the hellish dungeons. Don't I know? It's fun. It's just that... you have to know what you're getting into with Daggerfall. I'd like to do a stream of that, perhaps, sometime. And I died! I know! So sad. Come on. And you... There we go! Ooh, double kill! Right, we're back here. Let's do a save. And... go back here. Down here. If I wasn't playing as a mage, I'd be fighting all these guys in melee using an axe or a mace. So I'd be going back and forth, smacking them over the head with it. I need a steel key. Oh. You haven't lived until you completely cleared one of the big dungeons without mark and recall. You go into a dungeon without mark and recall, for what I have heard, you've brought it upon yourself. Oh, Daggerfall. I kind of wish their attack sounded a bit different. It keeps sounding like they're actually hitting me over the head with their mace, but... Oh, that grating metal sound. Careful, careful. That's also something else. This wand is not hit scan, which means it gets caught on the edges of the... gets caught on the corners of the walls. So it's not as useful for sniping enemies around corners as Corvus's elven wand is. 1/3 of the puzzle has been solved on the 7 portals. Yes, get used to messages like that, I think. That's telling you you've done something which will affect the hub world. And you're like, okay, what did it do exactly? We have to find more switches to press. And it's like, well, okay, have I done everything I can here? Do I go back into the hub and go into another area? So there might be a fair bit of back and forth in this. It's kind of unavoidable. I would still like to play through this game, but that is kind of the drawback of Hexen. I feel in a way perhaps the developers did this and it was a good idea, but because there wasn't really any, how to say, like there wasn't much examples of a hub system beforehand, they sort of had to do it on their own. Right, I think I have done everything I can here, so I'm going to leave. Doing something with something will change something somewhere, so you could do something else somewhere else. The tagline of Hexen. Stop being too harsh on it. I am enjoying it. The gameplay's fine. The monster design is interesting. It's just, I don't know. It makes them snort like a horse. The serpents. Another Afrit. There we go. And there's another portal. I'm just going to take a brief break, so if you excuse me for a moment, I'll leave the music running. Okay, I'm back. Right, now, where were we? Oh yes, going into another area. We can see how this area is opened up out here a bit. What's this one called? Guardian of Fire. Ow. This is pretty cool, this bit. No! It all falls down and then there's lava rising. Pretty cool. Or hot. Ow. Ow! It's just gonna burn our feet a little bit. And... there we go. And you. There we go. Right, here's another... well, there's another Afrit. There we go. Here's another protection item. The Falcon Shield. So we actually have all of the protection items. Though, is it my imagination or some of them, the ones which we picked up beginning, the Amulet of Warding and the Platinum Helm are actually duller than the others. Do they fade out as they take damage? It might be the case. Our AC is only 6. And there's another item there. There's a scroll. Ooh, what's that? Oh, I know what that is actually. That's a new attack. Frost Shards. We got our hands up. And it's clipping a little bit. Oh dear. Had 7 was the amulet. Yes, I did. So they are getting damage over time. But we have a new attack. Frost Shards. Which actually freezes enemies. Which is pretty cool. You see it does a... and they shatter into ice parts. There we go. And you can hit them with other weapons and they shatter. They're either broken or less effective. Yes, I think it did say... what you posted earlier did say that they get damaged over time and they eventually... it lowers your armor class. So yes. This is an interesting attack. The ice shards. Bam! Bam! Ow! Bam! I suppose it's kind of like a shotgun. It's a slow attack though, but it freezes enemies, which is pretty cool. How much mana does it use per attack? 3. Okay. That's pretty cool. Did they used to have a yellow glow around it like the shield? I don't think so. I think that's just the Falcon Shield. But I do think they were brighter, so I think they get duller. Right, and we have these. I need the fire key. So many keys. Right. There's another fire key there. There's this. 1/3 of the puzzle has been solved. On the 7 portals. Okay, well we've done another part of it. And I think we've done all we can here, so... is that something? That is. Is there secrets here? Nope. Wham! 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 That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's actually read about that weapon. Where is it? Frost Shards. Here we go. Frost Shards is the second weapon of the Hexen Mage and is something of the game's equivalent to the shotgun. It's a spell which uses 3 blue mana to launch a wide, cross-shaped spread of magical ice darts which can freeze enemies. Can you make the pattern which he does with his hands when he fires it? I can't move my pinky out. If used at very close range, the mage can touch the enemy with his hand, inflicting significantly more damage. If used at medium close range, not all of the darts will spawn before hitting the enemy, inflicting low damage. Thus, it is ideal to hit enemies either at melee range or medium range. The Frost Shards also have a very long warm-up time before attacks. All these reasons make the weapon somewhat difficult to use effectively. Frozen monsters and players will shatter if left alone for a few seconds or attacked. A creative player will use them as cover until then. Curiously, if the mage is moving fast enough, the ice projectiles may damage the mage instead of firing outwards. Essentially, he runs into his own projectiles. Okay, we'll have to remember that. Bam! Ah yes, you can see it spreads out quite a bit. So it's good to hit them right up close. No, 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 no! Uh-oh. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's a cave-in and all the pillars broke. Uh-oh. We'll just wait for them to get back up. There we go. Now, I know from experience that if we drop down there, at least from this height, we will die. I don't know if it's a bottomless pit, or I don't know whether it's like, you know, the floor will kill you down there, or whether it's just you hit a terminal velocity and you just, any further falling will just kill you because you fall too far. Ow, ow. Sit still. There we go. There is that thing up there though. I'd like that. Oh, what is it? Flame mask. That is an item. Yeah, thanks. Flame mask 1. That query item usage is not very useful. It just tells you what it is. It doesn't give you a description of what it does. You seem to remember there being lava down there. Maybe at some later point. How's it going? Now, what have we got here? Okay. Well, let's hop out of here. Pun not intended. I'm going to look up the flame mask now, because I want to see what these things do. There's a lot to learn in this game. Flame mask. Where is it? Oh, wait. Hang on. It's not listed here. Is it a puzzle artifact? Yes, it is. Flame mask. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine. I try not to read too far. The flame mask is not actually an item which you can use. So if I press enter... Yes. I cannot use this here. Okay, so that's actually an item we have to use at another spot. I can't fire through that gap. They can, but I can't. Oh. A door has opened up over here. So this is sort of what to expect from Hexen. We pull switches, other areas open up in the hub world, so you have to go back and forth. It does say, you know, something's happened in the hub world, but I think later on it can get a bit even more, it can get rather obtuse. Well, we'll see. And you. There we go. Maybe you're thinking of another hole you fell down. Perhaps there might be a lot of... Ow! A lot of holes to fall down. All holes, when you fall down them, tend to look the same. Just a blur. Ooh. What? What? Oh, there's enemies in there. They're shooting at me. Okay, so we've got... Oh! Do it! What are you? Well, they shatter into ice, whatever they are. Are they like yetis? Oh, jeez. They got vicious attacks. How? Those are like the ice blasts the iron liches have. Man, they're relentless with those shots. Come on, I'm over here. Oh! Ow, 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 ow. That's my health going. I'm gonna use a potion. They've been giving us a lot of them, so I may as well make use of them. Oh! Ow! Oh, I got crushed. That's mean. The mask is kind of like Doom's version of keycards. Possibly. It does say I have to use it on a specific location. I had that ice attack instead. I knew that was going to happen. Oh, you could have warned me. Oh, whatever. No, I have to learn on my own. I don't learn on my own. It's the only way I'm going to... I have to learn on my own. It's the only way I'm going to learn. Is it called a Wendigo? It is. Wendigos are enemies from Hexen, of course. These frost-bitten fiends appear at only 3 or 4 levels, depending on the class the player is using. Let's not read that. Wendigos shoot 2 ice balls, which fragment much in the same way as the Iron Lich's Ice Ball and Heretic. Player's health is reduced to 0, and the finishing blow is from an ice ball from Wendigo. The player will become frozen solid, then shatter after a short while. They can be hurt by Mage's frost shards, spiping ice-based monsters. I did wonder about that. No pain state at all. Okay. So that's why they're so relentless. I cannot actually stun them by hitting them. Pain state is how you see how the Ettins every now and then will stop and go, ugh. That's a pain state. For those who may not know. Some weapons have a higher chance of dealing a pain state in Doom, Heretic, Hexen than other weapons. I think the chain gun's got a pretty high chance. But some enemies have a very low chance of being pain stated. If you saw my Demon Steel playthrough, the Barons of Hell have a rather high, well, rather low chance of being pain stated. Ah! There we go. Oh! There we go. I was thinking about the switches. I kind of like Doom's keycards. You find a key and then you have to run around and to level to see if you can find a door. Yeah. Yeah, it is true. Well, I suppose in Doom the doors are actually coloured based on the keycard which you pick up. Okay. Let's run back. Be careful about these Wendigos. Yeah, they fire 2 balls, 1 from each of their hands. They don't have that much health though, so that's pretty good. And you... There we go. No! Okay, good, 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 good. Now let's save, because I don't want to be crushed by ice... ice again. Ow, thank you. Ow. Ow! Jeez, that took off like 50 hit points in 1 hit. Getting hit by 2 of those ice balls is nasty. Ow! There we go, got him. Okay. I gotta run back and get some health. We should be careful about using this though, because he says as he vacuums up all the hit points. Because we may need it later on. There we go. Right. Yes, bird. Okay. Now, can you see what my error was? I stepped on these light spots. We have to avoid them. Of course, the floor is slippery. Yeah, yeah. Okay, they're not instant death. They're just mostly instant death. There we go. Oh, slippy, slidey floors make it a pain to move around. Ow. Thank you. Okay, good. There's some more. And up. Any more Wendigos? Okay, that's just the portal rising up out of the ground. Ooh! There's more guys behind me, wasn't there? Can't actually dodge their shots like that because they split up. Ow. That's extremely messy. Okay, fine. Well, we got rid of them. They're a pain to deal with. Okay, well, let's go through the portal. How are we going for time? Yeah, fine. Right, there we go. And... We've got some different music again. There's something? Oh. There was rumbling. Okay. Oh, some more Wendigos. You're waking up everything once I fire once. Boop. Okay, a lot happened when I pulled that. Oh, that changed. All those froze up. Okay. That changed the whole layout of that area. That's pretty neat. There we go. There. And... oh, there's some traps there. Okay. Oh. Monsters seem to move faster than you remember. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, which I believe is Archmage for the Mage, where the monsters move faster than normal. So. You know, I'm all up for a challenge. There's a mystic urn up there. I assume they still do the same thing which they did in Heretic, which was they give you full health or 100 hit points when you use them. They don't seem to respawn like in Doom though? No. Get out of it. I was mashed by Netton. No, they don't respawn like in Doom's Nightmare difficulty, is it? If they did, I wouldn't play on the difficulty. But since I found that Heretic and Hexen don't actually do that on the highest difficulty, I decided to play through it on that. Because I don't like the idea of respawning monsters. It's because it feels... now it'll get rid of any sense of progression. Because it'll be like, oh, I killed these guys and now they're all back again. What's the point? Okay. But increased, like, movement speed, I can deal with that, I think. Oh, I'd like to think I can. Hup! 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 Ooh, a torch. What the... oh, that's interesting. Those are invisible platforms! Oh, those are like magical platforms. That's kind of cool. I forgot about those. Oh. Right. Yeah, thank you. Okay. It's a trap! Thank you, Admiral. So much into this game is a trap. Bonk. I like doing that. That's fun. Kinda wish I had a staff or something though to just smack him over the head with rather than having to pull out the wand. Okay, there's a... Right, how am I gonna want to do this? I honestly thought going in here would end up with me killed or something. Oh, okay. I'll just be a moment. I have to get the elevator again. Ow! Don't come down! Get out of it. This is interesting, this weapon. Though it does take a while to fire, as the wiki noted. So... Thankfully, the essence are rather stupid. That did work out somehow. Yeah, I'm glad it did. I didn't blow myself up with my own Fletcher. And that... Whoop. Bonk. Is that something? No. Is there any secrets here? No. Okay. Actually, this should look familiar. This is the area we were in previous. So you see how the portals actually loop back in all the levels. This is all behind where the initial area started off. Two heads are better than one. They just argue amongst themselves constantly. Isn't that the way? This way, no that way. I'm with stupid. Me too. Damn it, I went through the... Oh, hello, you followed me through the portal. Warcraft 2 Ogre. Yep. We're not brainless anymore. He did it. No, he did it. We did it. I played through Warcraft 2 at some point. Ah, I got squished! I stepped on the wrong platform. Noos! You can see the arrow, you can see the swords pointing to the light swords pointing to the right platforms. I stepped on the wrong platform. And thus I chose poorly. There we go. Right, now these ones point these way. So that portal up there, that one leads back to where we were before. Or it teleports me out of the area. So we have to go in here. Oh! And we can see this is where the flame mask goes. And it all comes in circles as there's Ifrit suddenly and lava. And it's melting the pillar in the middle of the room. That's pretty cool. And there's a fire key on top of it. So that makes sense. I do remember the first time I played, I didn't actually look up on the wiki on what the flame mask did, so I was sort of fumbling around for a bit, because this... I don't know. Haven't we seen something like that before? No. It doesn't really stand out enough. But yeah, we got the fire key. And lava appeared in these side bits. Oh no, actually, the lava appeared and then it hardened over. And there was a little room there with the efforts in them. Efforts? You open. Come on. Ooh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Floor is collapsing. What type of ice floor is this? There we go. It was like all collapsing and then it's just all right again. See, can I get it to do that again? No? That was just a one-time thing? Aw, pity. Okay. Maybe I'll do it over here. There we go. Whoa. You'll see the ice shards which break off from those circles actually descend and eventually hit the floor, so they don't spread out and cover the entire room, which is nice. That's how the Iron Liches by Ice Ball worked. When they hit the wall, the shots spread out and kept traveling. There's another key up there. I think it's the Serpent Key, but we can't get it, so we have to come back here. But yes, we have the fire key now. How are we going? Absolutely fine. Okay. Now, you're around. And get you. Still no secrets listed. Oh yeah, we didn't pull these switches here. There's netting. It did say that every minute or so an enemy spawns in. I don't know. What's this do? Oh, that lit the torches? I think that lit the torches. That's kind of cool. And what's this one do? Lit more torches and summoned a huge amount of Ettins. Come on. You. And you. There we go. And you. There we go. They're in it and are wandering around here. Two of them. They get lost easily. There's some green mana? Yes, green mana. Okay, now what do we do? Well, we can get out of here. There is a way. Back, ow! Stupid trap. I seem to remember there being a door there. All that for one green mana? I don't know. Whatever the green mana. It seems a bit odd. Either that or whatever the green mana is for is really good. But I don't even have it yet, so... It does feel a bit odd though. I kind of feel maybe going back and seeing whether there's something I missed. Oh well. Let's go through here. Oh, hello, Essen. So, I assume the monster count counts the entire hub and the other areas adjacent to it. It's not just each one individually. I kind of wish there was like, you know, the efforts got dealt more damage from the ice blast, but I don't think that's the case. I mean, at least it said that the Wendigos don't get dealt any less damage because they're fire-based. Frost, no, ice-based. Anyway. Up, up, and press. And flee. Serpent Rider, or Serpent. No, he's frozen. We used 2 of my quartz flasks. There's 2 over here. And into another portal. And we're back in the fire area. Okay. So what have I got now which is different? I have the fire key. That means I can go through... See, there's where the flame mask was. So. It looks the same as that. Perhaps if they made the one which you're supposed to put it on stand out a bit better. I don't know. Instead of just being all grey. Maybe if they had some flame details on it. It'd be a bit more obvious. Oh, this is actually different from everything else. Like, maybe they could have had the indent where the mask goes glowing red or something. Okay. Press lever. No, what the... Okay. Can I drop a Fletcher down there or something? Not really. Oops. I dropped a Fletcher on top of my head. And... I can't shoot them! Come on, come out the elevator. Okay. I like that effect though, the platforms dropping down into lava. What fresh hell is up here? Or afrits. Great hallway of enemies is great for my penetrating shot. Okay, there's a portal there. Ooh, Chaos Device. Now those were in Heretic. Chaos Devices teleported me back to the beginning of the level. Are they going to do the same thing in this? Let's actually have a look. Have a look. Hexen. Chaos Device. Artifact found in both Heretic and Hexen. It sends the player back to the start of the level or near a portal the player came from in Hexen. Best used to get out of unpleasant or dangerous situations. If you're falling to your death. Figure featured on the artifact. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's what it does. And let's have a look at the Mystic Urn because we picked up one of those. Using the urn restores the player to full health. Sure. And on skill level 1 it's used automatically when you get to 1 hit point to save you from dying. Okay. There's nothing here. At least you could activate the flame mask by just using it and do not need to use the mask from the inventory. Yes, that was quite good. I actually thought about whether I'd have to select it in my inventory, but I just pressed use, and it did use the item regardless of whether I had it selected or not, which was nice. Okay. Get out of it. Don't hit me over the head with your mace. Bonk. Stairs have risen on the 7 portals. Okay. Oh! I think that activated a portal I was standing on. So. Though it did tell us what it did, it raised those stairs there. And over there too. Okay. Dragon skin braces. Ah, yes. That is actually another armor item, I believe. Yes. But we can decide when to use them. Let's see. Dragon skin braces. Power up in Hexen. When used, they temporarily grant the player an additional 4 points to their armor class. In terms of gains mechanics, it adds +1 point of armor class to each of the 4 pieces of armor in the Hexen character's inventory, for a total of +4 armor class. If the player does not have one or more of the 4 pieces of armor, a temporary piece will be created with 1 AC on it that can actually be seen in the inventory screen. This temporary piece will disappear when the effects of the dragon skin braces expires. Okay. So there we go. It is actually armor which we can decide when to use, but it will be temporary in its effects. So we went up there, and we got those braces. Is there anything else? Oh, there is that. Did I pull that without realizing it? I think I did. Here we go. A door opened on the Guardian of Ice. Okay, thanks. This is also where it gets kind of confusing, because you got all these portals open, and you're like, right, now which one is the Guardian of Ice? I mean, it's this one, so... They do label it. It is visually distinct from the others. No sliding. Okay. Now apparently a door is opened here. Is it this door? I think it's this one. I guess each armor point is 5% of armor then. Yes, 5 times 20 would be 100. So I would assume so. Or I would agree with that. Right, there's a lever down there. I can hear more of those Wendigos. Okay, lava's just... fireballs are just pouring out of those things. I have to jump across that gap with the fireballs there, don't I? Oh! Hey, there's a portal there. Okay, cool. Oh! Oh, there's a... efforts there. Is that lava down there rising? No. Okay. And there we go. Now. So we went in here. The door opened and it led us over to here. We pulled that lever, which then activated that, and... is there anything else down here? No? Okay. That one's not open. No! See, That's metal, so that will be opening in the Guardian of Steel, I assume. And we're going here. Oh, and we're in the Guardian of Steel. Okay, we actually teleported from one level to another without going through the hub. That's a cool door. There's lava down there again. Rusty. Oh! You git! That was gonna push me off the edge. Fine. As I said, I'm reasonably sure I can jump. One half of the puzzle has been solved on 7 portals. So, I think I'm allowed to do that. Oh! Get out of it! There we go. Are you gonna go back? No? Okay. Almost got me! I know! I wasn't expecting a wall to like shove out like that and try to push me off the edge. It did hurt me when it hit me though. So I just want to check once more. Hexen jumping. Okay, it does. I was just reconfirming that I think you can jump in Hexen. There's a few sources for that, so I will consider it fair game. Now I have to figure out a way to get out of this place. I pulled a lever over there. That opened a portal to the 7... Oh, over there. Okay. Nope. How did I not see that? Jumping was not implemented originally in the Doom engine, and neither Doom nor Heretic offer it. However, it was added to Hexen and Strife. Right. Yes. Jumping wasn't a thing in Heretic. I do remember that. And in Doom as well. You could just sort of propel yourself off the walls at high velocity. Or off the floor, off the edges with high velocity. Right, so it did something... What was the last message? One half of the puzzle been solved. Okay. One half. So we need to find another half. Now we have to figure out where we need to go. Did that raise other stairs over there? No. Wait, did it say something had happened in the Guardian of Steel? Let me have a look. This is not the Guardian of Steel, is it? Having, like, labels on them would be useful. Go in here. Did I use the steel key, or did I get it? Do I have the steel key? I think I have the silver key, or is that the steel key? Well, we'll see, because there's a steel door over here. Nope, I don't have the steel key yet. Hmm. I suppose these are respawning enemies. Or not respawning. Actually, the count is different in each of these areas. So, it must count each of the individual side areas separately when it comes to enemy count. Yep. It went from 113 to 13, so... apparently does do that. Anything there? No. Been up here, I pulled the switch up here. Yes. And... I pulled that one and that, yes, okay. Now we can begin to see here the problem with how Hexen does things. It's sort of like a, right, now I did something, and what did it do exactly? Come on. Anything behind there? Nope. Okay. Heard that. I think they're down there. Yes, they are. Can I drop down there? I haven't been down there, actually. Yeah, I can. Oh, they're fighting each other. Monster infighting is all good and alive. Look at their fire rate. Jeez. Oh, I got him. Ah ha ha. Completely unintentionally. Is there anything else down here? Just want to have a check. I think this is just like a short. Oh, you fell down. Here's an elevator to get back up, which I always appreciate. Okay. Okay, you're just standing there. Go. That's open elsewhere. Right. Well, this is back here. This is the extra area there. That other door over there isn't open yet, though. That's for the fire key. Oh, that opens. Okay. Wait, hang on. This was for the, Yes. That's for that. But I don't have... I can't get that yet. Okay. So I need to climb stairs. There we go. I go in here, and I'll go through the portal back here. Again. To get to here. Now, did I miss anything here? It's probably the steel key? Yeah. Maybe. I thought it was more like a serpent key, but I don't know. So it is possible it's the steel key. Nothing there? Nope. Okay, that's just a ledge probably to get you back up. This was for one half of the puzzle. Yes, that's what it said. That was one of the last messages it gave me. Oh, hang on. I haven't gone in here. I suppose that's part of the problem because I went through the other one over there and it was a whole sort of section I went through and then you have to sort of remember, right, now I have to go through the other half. Which, after you've been clearing out enemies, it all kind of... You tend to forget things like that. Or does this just lead over to the other side of there? Yeah, okay. And this loops around. Oh, hello. I might have to amend my 100% to just 100% of secrets, because if the enemies are, if these Ettins are constantly respawning. What was in this room again? There was a portal, I think. I went through a portal, and then I pulled a switch, and then I turned around, pressed another switch, and it activated a portal I was standing on. Yeah, there was this here. I went through here. I pressed that, then I went there, pressed that, and that activated a portal which is underneath me there. Ah! Oh no, that leads back. And you lead back as well. Okay. There is more there. Oh, that's just the push walls. Okay, it's just the walls. If I press this, yeah, I teleport back here. Maybe teleporting me here is relevant. Is that other door over there open? That one's not open, no. Is there a lever on here? No. Oh, hello. Yeah, they seem to keep respawning. Okay. Well, that wasn't in there. That was in, here. So let's go in here. It does not say anything about respawning enemies on the wiki. I think it says something about it underneath the Ettin entry. But since it's not under, like, difficulty or anything, it's kind of an odd place to put information like that. Because I think it says something like the Ettin is a creature which will respawn apparently one every minute in the hub area or something like that. No! Splat! Okay, I don't think there's anything down there. Huh. Okay. Well, that's where the flame mask was. Yeah, I think there was 103 or 113 enemies last time I was there, so... Right. This is this room. There's not like a door hidden in here, is there, or something? No. No. Hmm. Can I scroll up on the messages? On the 7 portals. One half of the puzzle has been solved on the 7 portals. Okay. So... I seem to remember getting stuck on this before as well. The last time I played. Let's just leave that back out here. Yes, it does. Nothing up there. That's just the beginning again. That's a guard. This is back to the fire area. So fire, fire. Oh, I think you can tell by the gargoyles. So the gargoyles there are fiery, so that's the fire area. These ones are icy, so this is the ice area. And that one's not open. Is it over here? No. This is the last area, which is like... Oh, it's like the boss there, I think. 111! It said 103 before, it has gone up. It said 113 before, it's gone down. Right. This is the fire area. Yeah. It does seem to go like... Fire, fire... From top to bottom, it's like fire, ice, and then steel. So there is that logic behind it. Let's go into the steel area then. Yeah, and the steel one is all rusty iron looking. Right. I kind of feel like there's more to do in here somewhere, but... I need the steel key to get through there. Oh, hello. Let's go down there again. We recorded these sounds by dragging chairs across a gymnasium floor. Yes, let's remember 65, 111 next time I go through the 7 portals. Oop, hang on. 1/3 of the puzzle has been solved on the 7 portals. Okay, that's cool. I missed that last time actually. I actually wish it told you like 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3 or whatever. But I suppose it can only display one message upon completion, and they can't tell how many you've pressed. So yeah, now I have 3/3, 1/3, 3/3, 1/2, and 1/3. I don't know. I'm just pulling levers and hoping that it's the way forward. Okay. The doors are cool though. I mean, I think the environments are fine. But you can see, viewers, how this lever pulling business is a bit it's a bit of a hassle. Right. Now, what did that do? Did it open up this? No. I didn't raise this. Maybe I was too hasty leaving there? Did I pull the other switch on the other side? Oh, I didn't check the 65, 111. It still says the same. Okay. And this one is 113. So, it doesn't seem to have changed. We'll go back up. We'll go back down here. And we will... Did I pull this switch? Yes, I did. Is there another one of those over here? That was... Why is that not open now? That was open before. I went down the other side. Ow. Now it says 114. So it did go up by 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Steel said 113 before. I don't think that's related to the difficulty level either. I think that's just... It just does... The game just does that. Come on. Okay, there we go. And... I mean, if it's only one enemy, then I can amend it by saying I have to kill all the enemies except for one, because there'll always be at least one enemy. But they could build up, maybe. I don't know whether if it spawned one and I haven't killed it, then I would need to, you know, then it will spawn another one. Steel key. Let's go back down here. And I'll go to the left. Will that change it? No. That was... Oh! Oh! That's not... Wait. I just had a thought. No. Ow! I thought that that lever might actually move that bit back there or something, but it didn't seem to do that. Maybe it's the opposite one, which does it? Ah. Okay. Well, that did change it. There is a door there. I think you can get into there. Is that both sides open? No. Ooh! Actually, hold on. I might have figured it out. That's actually kind of a devious puzzle if this is the way it is. Let me see. Okay, if we see that bar down in the room where I was, which is to the left of that red line, you can see that there is a passage with a line in it in front of a door. Now, if I pull that, it doesn't do anything. If I go over to this other side and pull this, we'll see that it's actually moved so that I can get to the other room. If I pull it again, it doesn't move further. So that's how I was able to get into that room. So that's what those two things do. They move the bar up and down like that. If I pull it multiple times, it doesn't seem like it does it. It doesn't seem like it moves it any further. Are there any others on the other side of the level? Do they do anything else than that? That leads back down there. That's not open. That's the steel key. No, okay. Right, okay. I don't think there's any other. I can't actually get to the other side of the level. See, I've moved that there. But that's moved this bit here. Like, it's like shoved it this way. And it's now blocking this corridor here. So I could get up and I can pull that. And I pulled the one on the other side there. Yeah, I need the steel key. It's like I have access to this half of the level. But anything over that side, I don't have access to. So, let's exit here, because I have pulled that lever on both sides, and that has done something. And I figured out what those levers did. And let's go into the ice area. Because we did see that it was connected to the steel area. How are we going for time? I might stop this soon. But I'd like to get this done so that I don't forget. At least we know what the levers do. Yes, exactly. That's not down, so that didn't change. Oh, there's something there. Is there anything back here? No. Okay. Oh! That's sneaky! Ugh. Oh, and that lowered that. And that's the steel key. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that lever being hidden back in the corner there. That's mean. Okay, well, we got the steel key. Progress is being made. How do I get out of here now? Oh, I can go through this. Okay, there we go. Now I can go back to the steel area, which was... not that one. This one. Yeah, you just spawned, didn't you? 119 enemies here now. Devious puzzle is devious. Yes, I know. I mean, partly, you don't expect the game to do things like that. I mean, I've had sections like that in Heretic where there's a button hidden around the corner. And it's like, you sort of glance over it and you're like, oh, there's nothing going to be behind there. And then of course there is. Ugh. There we go. Get out of here, Centaur. Down. No. Down. Thank you. Ugh. Don't crush me. Okay, and this is a repeat of the other side. Yep. So we have this slidey wall in the middle here, which we'll have to push back to reveal the other half. Those centaurs actually remind me of centigores from Warhammer. Oop. Damn, they hurt. Oh, jeez, there's two in there. Okay, goodbye. There we go. Pull this. I have to find another switch. Oh, really? Thank you for telling me, game. I have to find another switch. Did that change one of these? Nope. Gee, thanks, game. Yes. Right. Well. I figure I have to do the same... Oh wait, hang on. Do these levers affect both sides? Is this connected to the 1/3, 1/2, or 3/3 puzzles completed? Wish there was a way to keep track. That would be very useful. Right, so this one is... You see the two bars there. I can't point on my screen, but... Can I make my mouse cursor appear? if we see over here behind this Minotaur, and over here behind the Hexen symbol, there's these bars here, and there's another bar over here. These move up and down when I'm putting these switches here. Or this one is moving up and down when I pull these two switches, one up here and one over here. I wonder whether they actually affect both of them. The switches, that is. So if I press the switch on this side... does it affect... No, it doesn't seem to. Okay. Well, it was a good idea while it lasted. Yeah, nah. I'll get rid of you, Centaur. Might be switches on this side, though. Yes, oh, you can see he's actually pushing my ice bolts back there. If that's not the case, then yes, I would assume there's switches on this side, over here somewhere, and over here. The question is, how do I get to them? Because, from what I see, the switches are behind these metal pillars up there. You have to find another switch. Like here. But I can't get behind there. Did this open up in the middle? No. Yeah. Now what's over in these sides? Did you? Okay, got you. Well... no, let's not go down there. Does that change anything there? Maybe that switch opened something in the ice area. Possibly. I mean... it's possible. Though there might also be something in the fire area, because we pulled a switch in the, oh wait, hang on. I think that door over there is opened. That would have been nice for the game to tell me that that had happened. It said find another switch. Yes, I think all the doors are actually open now. These guys... the Centaur certainly wasn't here before. So... we now have another portal into the, Guardian of Steel. The second part of the two halves. I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, my head. Just maybe if this game had a bit of a better UI and the Doom engine was able to do things like, I don't know, signposts and labels and, you know, a log of what you've done and, you know, maybe the character saying things like, you know, oh, I pulled a switch, perhaps it did something here. It just did them in another order. I don't know. I don't know. There must be some logic behind it. Like, the two halves are in two of the specific areas, and then one of the third puzzle, the puzzle with in thirds is in another area or something. I don't know. I can't keep it all in my head. And he does fire the ice bolts faster if you hold it down. Okay, that's good to know. Right, now. We go in here, and we are on the other side of the Guardian of Steel. Good, so we're behind. Thank you. We're behind those pillars which I couldn't open, which I couldn't lift up. How are we going? Ah, fine. Whatever. This is the first stream of Hexen, and I'd like to get this bit out of the way. So I don't forget it in the intermediate, whatever. Intervening time. There we go. Words fail me. For what it's worth, I am enjoying the combat in this game. The monsters are fun. Oh, this requires the Key of Steel to open. These doors are so fast to open and close. I guess we now have 1/2, 1/3, 3/3, and find another switch. Oh, I'm glad someone's keeping track. I mean, if this is the introduction to your game, then you can see why people would think rather poorly of the game. It's like, oh boy, what is all this stuff? Doom was so much easier to play. Let's just go through the levels and get to the exit. And what is this? All this switch hunting tomfoolery and... I can't fault them for their ambitiousness though. This is kind of impressive to see all this done with the Doom engine, but... yeah, perhaps they got a bit too over the top with the puzzles. If it had a better tracking system for the puzzles, I don't think, as I said, I don't think it would be as much of an issue. It's always this when games introduce new mechanics. Yeah! I'll admit this game has flaws. I don't want to be too harsh on it though. But in a way the criticism is warranted. But I don't know. Like, I like the enemies a lot. I like this centaur and his shield which reflects shots. Like, if I fired the ice shots at him when he was holding his shield up like that, and freezing them with the ice shards is really cool. Pun not intended. But, yeah, here we go. And there's these switches, so if I pull that, it should move that thingy up. Wait, hang on. It didn't move it. Did they reverse it? Did they reverse which switch did what? Just for the kicks. I'm trying to be lenient on you, game. The main thing that bothered me was the length and repetitiveness of the Guardian of Steel. Yeah, I can see that. The level is essentially do the same thing twice. The whole level is like mirrored halfway, so... at least from what we've seen so far, I don't know if there's more of the level to be unveiled. But we go down here. There's another portal there. That's where we came in. So if we pull this... yep. That moved it, yep. So this one moved it up, I think. That's confusing. We go down here. The ice and fire are decent though. Yeah! I mean, I like the overall start of this level, but I do agree the ice and fire were a bit easier. Ooh, that's interesting. What's that doohickey? Banishment device. Stairs have risen on the 7 portals. There we go. There we go. How do I... Okay, fine. Oh, I think I know how I get into there. Yeah, but yeah, the ice and fire levels are pretty cool. You have like the ice level with all the cracking ice which drops down. You have the fire where the floor breaks away and there's lava underneath, but that's all really impressive looking. 3/3, two halves, and 1/3, maybe. Stairs rose. So it was those stairs. They didn't rise up until I got out here. Okay. Go up. We have this, which did something. A door opened on the Guardian of Ice. Okay, right. Wait, did that do something over there? It did! It opened this area. Did I break the flow or something? No, I think there's another door in here which we have to open up. I think I've been pretty careful not to go through any areas before I was supposed to. By ducking or whatever. Come on. Oh, no! Right. Well, okay. I think I might leave Hexen for here for tonight, because I would like to get some Dungeon Keeper gold done. So I'll save here just before I'm pressing these buttons, so that I know what they do when I get back into the game. Yeah, there's Afrits shooting at me. Oh well. Anyway, yes, so I'll leave Hexen there for the day, for tonight. I have been enjoying it, as I've been enjoying the gameplay, as I said. The maps, well, I knew what I was getting into when I started it. Anyway, that will leave it for tonight. I will stop the recording here. Thank you very much for joining me.